Hi everybody, Alex here from Expert Forex, and in this video we share 24 of our very best proven robot settings that have generated actual traded results. And these traded results are huge. Look at that, 617%, 240%, 241%, 247%, and 174%. So great settings that we're sharing with owners of the Liberator EAs, the Profit Retriever EA, and also the Expert Forex Hedged EA. Now, as you might know, we have been reviewing and revising 200 trading robots that we run on a continuous basis, and the way to find the best settings is to continuously revise and review the settings to refine them to the point that we know exactly what works and what doesn't work, what increases risk and what decreases risk, and we can then align the settings more accurately towards those objectives. And that is what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. I've been going through every single account, analyzing why it's doing badly, analyzing why it's doing well, which currencies work well, which time frames work well. And that process happens every 2 to 3 months, because you've got to let the settings trade so that they can create a track record that you can analyze. So this has been ongoing for almost 2 years. And that is why these settings are reaching a point of very low drawdowns and high profitability, which is what every trader is looking for. And here we have now said that we have identified 24 settings that are fantastic for the owners of our 4 robots that you see on the screen: the Wave Liberator, the RSI Liberator, the Profit Retriever, and the Hedged EA. So this is a web page that you can go and visit and download those settings and also look at the actual results that they have achieved. And I'm going to show you a bit of that. And what you can also do is you can see how the settings were determined. And the beauty of it is that they have all come from our linked account service. So they are proven. They are actually traded accounts that have been proven in live trading. So there we are. There's the service, and these settings have come from that service. And then we tell you a little bit about the account sizes that we've used, the leverage that we've used, and also the fact that you use these settings at your very own risk. Although they have up to 2 years of experience behind them, there's never a time where you can trust the Forex market to trade normally. So whenever you use these settings, you are using them at your own risk. We tell you how to load and use the settings, and then here's the first one that we have. And let's have a look at the Wave Liberator. So here we are. There are the downloads. There are 6 settings that we provide for each EA. So we've taken the 6 best settings for each EA that we know of, and we have put them into a zip file that you can download, and you can download all 6 the settings and decide which ones you are going to use. And how do you decide which ones you're going to use? We provided you with the information about the profitability of those settings, and there they are. They are the 6 ones for the Wave Liberator. And you can go and have a look at the charts. You can look at the returns that have been offered. You can look at the drawdowns currently experienced. You can look at the currencies traded, and so on. And by clicking each of these labels, you can just go to the next one. Again, look at that chart, look at the returns, look at the currencies traded, look at the drawdowns, and so on. So you can review each of them and decide which settings you want to use. Now the same applies to each of those 4 EAs. Here's the RSI Liberator. Again, you can download those settings there, and you can go and have a look at the charts and the information that will help you decide which settings you would like to use. And here again, 240% return over 180 days. That's half a year. That's not a bad return. And here you can see the currencies traded and the chart profile. And again, you can just flip through them like that, and you can see. And by the way, these are live. They are actually updated live. So at any time when you look at them, you will see the latest information that's available to FX Blue. And there is a long link. So if you want to even get more information, you can actually go directly to FX Blue and click on those links. So there we are. You can just flip through like that to see the various traded results. So that was the Wave Liberator, the RSI Liberator, and then next is the Profit Retriever, exactly on the same basis. You can go and download that, and then you can have a look at the returns that are generated. Now here's one with 617% return. Okay, the growth was mainly a long time ago and it's flattened off since then. Just one thing that I need to point out is that when you're looking at these returns and you look at the total return, you also need to look at the monthly return, because the monthly return is actually the return over the last 30 days. So this gives you the short-term return, and that gives you the long-term return. So that's one of the key things that I would look at when choosing which settings to use. So this one has leveled off quite a lot. Let's go and have a look at the previous ones that we've looked at. There we have a 10% return recently on the RSI there, and there we've got an 18%. So all of them have flattened off a little bit towards the end. But let's go and have a look at the Hedged EA. So here we have the Hedged EA, and again, you can download the settings there. And if we look at the Hedged EA in a little bit more detail, this is one of our newer ones, more robust ones. You can see that they don't have that sharp growth and then flattening off. They just have a straight chart going upwards. The monthly return is considerably higher. 32% is the monthly return for this particular one. They've only been trading for about 3 months, so you can see there it's only 91 days. But let's flip through these ones because they're quite interesting in terms of a look at that chart. It's just going straight up. 24% monthly return. Although the total returns are lower, remember they've only been trading 91 days. So it's basically 1% a day that's been earned there. And they also only trade a few currencies. And the interesting thing about this one is the currencies don't repeat themselves. So if the USD, for instance, has a runaway, like the USD strengthens, only the pound USD will be affected. There are no other USD currencies there. If the yen runs away, there's only one yen cross there. So we've balanced the currencies quite nicely, and let's say, and the same thing with the Hedge 9, Hedge 8, Hedge 2. Let's have a look at that one. Also, a little bit, it's only got one more currency that it's traded, but again, look at this equity chart. How nice and level it is. Again, a return of 21% a month. Quite robust from that point of view. And let's have a look at this one. 15%, again straight up like that. Only 4 currencies traded, low risk currencies because they don't repeat themselves again. And let's look at the next one. Same profile. So you know, I can repeat myself over and over again. Here the monthly return has dropped slightly to 13%, but 13%, remember, over a year is almost 120 or 30% return. That's doubling your account in a year. We've become used to that kind of performance. Our average for our link service is around about 13% a month for 100 accounts. So that gives you a good idea how efficiently these 4 EAs are trading. And let's have a look at the last one, which is the worst one. 15% return, straight up chart. 4 currencies, not repeated. This gives the owners of our EAs a fantastic opportunity to go and have a look at 6 of the best settings that are available. Again, as I say, you just click on that link down there, and you will download a zip file with those 6 settings in it. You just unzip it, and those settings will be in your download folder, and you can then copy those settings into your trading platform and use them as set files. Now, if you're not already a proud owner of any one of those 4 EAs, you can go and purchase them from our website. This is the Expert Forex website, but you can see individually they cost quite a lot. The RSI Liberator 1,200, the Hedged 1,400, and you can see the equity chart is so smooth. That's why it is a lot better. And but the beauty is we have created a 4-bundle offer where you can buy all of those EAs for a 80% discount. So let's go and have a look at that bundle. And there are the EAs that I've just mentioned. And if we go down here, you can see the option. The full price is $4,400. You can buy it for $900, which is effectively a 80% off price. But if you are a member of our paid forum, the price will be $800, and you can see the effective price compared to the full price is quite amazing. So if you're watching this video and you've watched this, consider this bundle. And if you already own any of these, we do deals where we will let you purchase the other ones at the discounted value. Just contact our support and they will arrange that for you. Now, as always, links to anything I've mentioned in this video will be in the description of the video, as well as in the first commentary of the video. Now, I'm quite excited about these settings because they give the owners of our best EAs a good chance to select those settings that have the highest probability of success. Please remember, as always, what worked in the past is not guaranteed to work into the future, but it does give you the best chance if you are using ones that settings that have actually been proven in live trading. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.